Hey, what's up, YouTube? JayDub here with my 2009 WWE Night of Champions review. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and click that yellow button over there. Thanks. In the meantime, remember to rate this video. Also, comment. Let me know what you thought about the bash. Feedback greatly appreciated. I thought this pay-per-view was a good pay-per-view. It wasn't excellent. Maybe had one, shocking, mark out moment, and it wasn't a bad pay-per-view, but it did have one horrible moment, and you all know what I'm talking about. It's the one match that people were dreading seeing, and it ended up living, I guess you would say, living down to its expectations, but I'll get on to that. First match of the night was Chris Jericho and his mystery partner defending the Unified Tag Team Championships against DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. His mystery partner ends up being the Big Show. Nobody expected it to be the Big Show because nobody wanted it to be the Big Show. That was, I understand Chris Jericho's picking him, from his standpoint, seeing as he wants a dominant partner who's going to, do anything possible for them to keep their championships. But from WWE, a storyline standpoint, I cannot understand this whatsoever. WWE, they have these, diamonds in the rough, and instead of taking out those diamonds, dusting them off, they totally bury them. They could have done a lot with this storyline, and basically I don't even care about it anymore, Big Show, whatever. But, Chris Jericho and the Big Show ends up winning this match. I gave it 3 stars. Now, I know a lot of people may say I overrated that, but I really liked the match. I liked how Ted DiBiase, he had the spotlight in the match. If I had to, just remember one person out of that whole match, I'll remember Ted DiBiase. He was really impressive. But that, his ability in that match didn't get him anywhere because he ends up losing the match after Chris Jericho delivers a code breaker to him. Then Big Show spears him, and Big Show, locks in a colossal clutch on Ted DiBiase, and he taps out in 2 seconds, and the match was over with. Next match of the night, ECW Championship match, Christian versus Tommy Dreamer. I give this match 2.75 stars. It was a pretty, solid match. Nothing went wrong in the match, but it was boring in some points and too usual in all the other points. We've seen things that Tommy Dreamer and Christian have done, in these past couple of months. Take the Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio feud, for example. Every single time you've seen those guys in a match, the next match after that, they took it to another level. And then the next match after that, they took it to another level. Finally peaking, having the best match of the whole feud at the Bash. They weren't peaking at all. Christian and Tommy Dreamer weren't peaking at all, and it seems like they were just relying on the same things that got them through the last matches. But it worked for Christian because he ends up winning the ECW Championship for a second time. I know a lot of people were saying that Tommy Dreamer was going to win this match simply based on the fact that this pay-per-view was in Philadelphia, but it ended up, going nowhere. You know how Vince McMahon loves to screw the fans, and he did it once again. Third match of the night, United States Championship match, Kofi Kingston versus Carlito versus Primo versus Jack Swagger versus The Miz in a 6-pack challenge, whatever the hell the name was. I give this match 3.25 stars. It was fast-paced throughout the whole match, but with matches like this, I wish they would have slowed it down, somewhere in the middle, just to give them more time with the match. Have somebody like Jack Swagger get in, actually, instead of the hotline thing, because you're not going to see Jack Swagger doing hotline things. Get him in the ring with somebody like MVP and just slow down the match. Add a couple of more minutes to the match. Well, one thing I did like about this match, they did let Jack Swagger, during the middle of the match, let him be dominant, basically taking everybody out. One crazy spot that they did in this match, what was it? Kofi and Primo go to superplex The Miz off of the top rope, but Jack Swagger gets up under them. He power bombs Kofi and Primo while they, superplex The Miz. So that was pretty crazy. That was something I liked about the match. Jack Swagger, he was, like I said, he was dominating. Then they also had MVP get a little bit of the spotlight in the match, and I was glad that happened because basically they showed a clear distinction between MVP and Jack Swagger than the other 4 guys in the match, because honestly, they should be in the heavyweight title picture already, MVP and Jack Swagger. But Kofi Kingston ends up retaining his championship after hitting the Trouble in Paradise on Carlito after Carlito tried to, after he basically betrayed his brother once again, delivers a backstabber to his brother, ironic name for the move, but yeah, it ends up, not working for him as he gets pinned and Kofi Kingston retains his championship. Fourth match of the night, Women's Championship match, Michelle McCool versus Melina. I give this match 3.25 stars. Now, I know a lot of people may be going crazy saying that I overrated this match, saying it sucked and everything, but you have to realize, like I said in one of my last, pay-per-view reviews, Divas matches, some people are going to say they automatically suck. Like, just because there's two women in a match, they automatically suck. But I think they need to be graded in their own right. And I graded this match in its own right. It was pretty good, for a Divas match. And, yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. One of the best things to come out of the match was when Melina goes to do her entrance and Michelle McCool does like a sliding drop kick on Melina, and that started off the match. Michelle McCool ends up winning by getting a roll up on Melina, thus retaining her women's championship. Fifth match of the night, Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. I gave this match 3.75 stars. Once again, people may be thinking I overrated this match, but I absolutely loved the ending of this match. Triple H hits he puts a submission on Randy Orton that we rarely see Triple H do. He hits a sharpshooter on Randy Orton. Then John Cena jumps into the ring and he puts the crossface on Randy Orton. Randy Orton taps out at the same time. The referee is looking around dumbfounded like, what the hell do I do? But obviously he didn't know what to do because he didn't call to end the match. That's when Legacy runs down to the ring. They help out Randy Orton, get him free. John Cena goes to hit a attitude adjuster on Cody Rhodes. As soon as he goes to hit the attitude adjuster, Randy Orton RKOs him, pins him, 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton retains his championship. I loved the last, few, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of this match. At the beginning, it was, slow. They took too long to actually build up to the exciting points in the match. And, they went a little bit hardcore. Not too hardcore, but, a couple of averted, finishers on the announcer's table outside. So, yeah, this match could have been a lot better. And I wished it was a lot better, but it was a good match. I did enjoy myself as, watching this match. Next match of the night, the Divas Championship match, Mickie James versus Maryse. This match was bad. This match was really bad. And you know what? The funny thing about it is, as bad as this match was, it could have been a lot worse. It really could have been, and for that, I give it 1.5 stars. Maryse, she did step it up with this match in her offense. One thing that I hated about Maryse, she does moves on, some of the divas, and it looks like, she's playing like patty cake or something. Like the moves aren't even effective, but the divas, have to make it seem like they are effective. Well, her moves did look effective in this match, but one thing I hate about Maryse, she no-sells like hell. And, no-selling in a wrestling ring, you shouldn't be no-selling at all, because there's only 2 reasons to no-sell. One, because you're an a-hole and you're doing it on purpose to make your opponent look bad, or 2, you just suck. You just suck as a wrestler. So which one is it? I'm thinking that Maryse just sucks, and I'm thinking that she's incompetent as a wrestler, and this, just shows how really pathetic that she is. But I'm glad she finally lost her Divas Championship. Mickie James wins it, thus becoming the second woman in WWE history to hold the Women's Championship and the Divas Championship. 7th match of the night, Intercontinental Championship match, Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler. I give this match 3.5 stars. I love this match. I really love this match, and if they have any matches in the near future, follow-up matches to this, I know they're going to be great matches, because this was a pretty good match. One thing I loved about the match, Dolph Ziggler, he was in control for most of the match, but, I guess people would say he made some, what you would call rookie mistakes. Rey Mysterio hits an enziguri on him, thus turning that into a 619. Then he gets the pin on Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2, 3, Rey Mysterio wins this match. What I loved about it, you had the high-flying aspect that Rey Mysterio brings to the table, and also Dolph Ziggler was allowed to slow down the match. That's what I love. You can have the fast-paced matches, but also have somebody in there that's able to slow down the match. And, not slow down in a bad way either, because this did add a couple of minutes to the match, and thus making it a better match. So, Dolph Ziggler, coming out of this match, he has a very bright future in WWE, and hopefully he shut up some of his haters with his performance tonight. 8th and final match of the night, Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk. I give this match 4 stars. They really stepped it up in this match. I said Jeff Hardy, it seemed like he was lazy in his last match at the Bash with CM Punk, but he really stepped it up in this match. One thing I loved is how CM Punk, he tries to take his belt and, just walk out of the damn arena. Jeff Hardy, trying to prevent a count out, because, with a count out, he may win the match, but he won't win the championship. He runs after CM Punk, grabs him, throws him in the ring, then he delivers a twist of fate, then he delivers a swanton bomb, pins CM Punk 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy is your new World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm looking at the clock. He's maybe 30 minutes into his reign, and I don't actually have a watch, but I'm pretty sure this is his long World Heavyweight Championship title reign. But he did hold the WWE Championship for a bit. Hopefully he can actually make it in this title reign past his first title defense. So in this video right here, I'll give Night of Champions. I'll give Night of Champions a 7. It was a 7. Solid pay-per-view. I guess one of the best points in this whole pay-per-view would be Jeff Hardy winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Worst was Maryse. Just her. I'm not going to say Mickie James, because she doesn't even deserve to get bashed like this. Maryse. So, let me know what you think. Peace out.